Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining my channel this evening. This is really awesome. This is actually my third video. And this particular time, I thought that I would just do some talking with you and actually show my screen for most of the session because, of course, when people speak with different ones or put information out, most people will like a source of where any of this information is given out. And I know that the chakras, as you see right here on the screen, the chakras right here, there are so many numerous websites talking about the chakras. And I actually found out about the chakras, I'm going to say maybe a little over 2 years ago. And at first I heard it, but I didn't hear it. And then I got into it as I basically was dealing with emotional related issues. That's how I got into it. And so things help you from time to time. As you see that this particular article here is by Healthline. It's let's see if you can see the Healthline website right there. And it's called Healthline, A Beginner's Guide to the 7 Chakras and Their Meanings. And it was reviewed by a RD, Natalie Butler. And it was some medical advice on her end. But there are millions of of online sites talking about chakras. And it's really awesome because if I found out about it 2 years ago in my 50s, come on now, we should have learned a lot more about this way before now, but it went right over our heads. Not everybody. Most people are probably experts at this point, but like I said, I only have 2 years in it, and that wasn't a full 2 years. So I just wanted to bring this out for those who may not have heard it or may have heard it and just didn't pay attention to it like I didn't for many years. So first of all, as you see that this is a screen showing where the chakras are on your body. Let's see here. Okay, and it starts with the bottom chakra, that root chakra, the red chakra down there. It goes up to the sacral chakra, then it goes up to the solar plexus chakra. It goes up from there to up to the heart chakra, and it goes up from there to your throat chakra. It leads up there to your third eye chakra between your eyes, and then it goes to the top of your head, the crown chakra. And the goal is to operate in alignment and balanced with all your chakras all the way up to the top. The bottom areas are really the most problematic for you. Those are so deep in emotions down here. You know, you have to get through all. Some people want to go straight to the top, and if you can do that, that means you probably came back in this life with all of these fully cleared for the most part, and you were ready to go to the top. Most of us sometimes have to start all the way down here because we don't understand who we are. We have accumulated so much emotional nonsense and things that bother us so deeply. We hold all that into these chakras, and they hold on. And as we're finding out, past traumas are held in these chakras in your body. It's just so deep. And a lot of things, if you have a lot of trauma in these chakras, you get ill. They bring illness. So anyway, let's go down with it. I'm gonna talk. They basically are saying that the word chakra kind of started being heard more when yoga started. And yoga is not a new practice. It's been around a long time. We always thought it was something for other cultures to get involved in. But at the same time, yoga is if you can just sit down, close your eye, and just try to find your center. If you can try to find your center, of course, that mind of yours stop thinking of a million things. Did I wash the clothes? Did I leave the? Did I turn the pot off? You know, you start thinking of a million things, but you keep doing it each day. If you can try to do 15 minutes a day or up and just increase as you can. Some people actually, because they can't do it in their house, they actually go in their car, and they may sit in their car if that's a peaceful place for them, so that they can close their eyes without being in front of people, hearing a bunch of noise, having prying eyes on them, and they'll close their eye and just sit You might want to put a timer on. I don't, in the beginning, I would put a timer on. And what's so awesome is if you can actually, this is the meditation side of it really, if you can actually just have some meditation music on, there's so many websites out there that you can say, you can type in peaceful meditation music. And there are a million websites you can hit and just sit quietly and just listen to it. Because those are what they call frequencies that help you balance your chakras and help you obtain more peace for the most part. If that's what you're looking for. There's so many websites, like I said, they're out there. So anyway, basically, what is a chakra? So let's go to chakra. Chakra means wheel and refers to energy points in your body. So a chakra is really an energy point in your body, and you saw the seven chakras, the seven main chakras. There are many more chakras than this, but this is the seven main ones that a lot of people put out here that deal with so many things related to emotional and well-being. And so this is basically saying it means energy points in your body. They're thought to be spinning discs of energy that should stay open and aligned because they correspond to bundles of your nerves, your major organs, and areas of your energetic body that affects your emotional and physical well-being. Some say there are 114 different chakras, but there are the 7 main chakras that run along your spine, and that's the color chakras I just showed you at the top. These are the chakras that are most talked about, referred to when we talk about chakras. Each of these 7 chakras have a corresponding number, a name, a color, and a specific area of the spine from the sacrum to the crown of the head and health focus. So basically all they're saying is the root chakra is red, the sacral chakra orange, solar plexus yellow, heart green, throat blue, third eye purple, crown is violet. So just remember those colors. I'll try to keep referring back, but these chakras have a color. They all have their name, and they all have a health purpose that would at least try to help you along your way emotionally and with your well-being, okay? The root chakra, that one right here with the red one, this is at the base of the spine all the way down to the Buddha, okay? All the way down to the booty part, okay? It's the red. Think of red when you think of that. And it deals with your physical identity, your stability, and grounding. Sometimes I've actually felt like I was so off. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what this grounding thing was. I didn't know I didn't know why I was feeling nervous. I was so nervous one day. I was like, what is this about? And I felt off. And one other thing that I know about, you can always just go outside, take your shoes off, and run your feet through the grass, dirt and grass, especially that grass. Stay out there for maybe 10 minutes, just running your foot through it, or just sit down and just put your foot in the grass or your feet in the grass and just rub it in that grass. It grounds you and takes out some of that nervous energy. None of this stuff is new. Some of this stuff is probably a billion years old. But the fact that if you know you can do something right away in nature, I have a tendency to pull the nature side before a lot of other things. So I try the nature side first, and then, for the most part, the nature side will always work, but sometimes we think that it's going to take something else to make us feel better. So anyway, that root chakra, anytime you need to be grounded, you need to be stable, or anything dealing with your physical identity deals with that root chakra, okay? And this is what, so this is saying if it's blocked, if this root chakra is blocked inside of you, it can manifest as physical illnesses issues like arthritis, constipation, and bladder or colon problems, or emotionally through feeling insecure about your finances or your basic needs and well-being. But when that root chakra is open and aligned, we feel grounded and secure, both physically and emotionally. So if you don't feel emotional, you're always in your mind's in your finances, that's making you feel a certain kind of way. just you're always struggling mentally with what's your basic needs and a shortage of your basic needs, try to get some healing for that root chakra. And what I do and what I've actually read is you can actually wear, this is what I do. I go get some red tights, you know, the little spandex tights. Some people wear red pants, red skirt, red dress. You can wear red underneath your clothes. And if you wear that, that actually draws in some of that healing power as well. They call that color healing. So I call it healing. It's trying to help you out in your physical body in some kind of way. And as you see, if it's blocked, once again, arthritis, constipation, bladder and colon problems, or if you're emotional about your insecurity of finances or your basic needs and your well-being, just try it. Wear some red. And I would definitely go out there, if I were you, and pick root chakra healing, freak music, and let the music be playing. You can put your earphones on so you won't disturb anybody if you have it where, you know, you don't feel like you have the comfort in your house to just play it out loud. Put an earphone on, play you some root chakra healing music. Maybe wear some red in your bottom area. And, you know, and just close your eye and meditate on that if you can. And when you meditate on it, you're not meditating on what your problem is. You're meditating on feeling better. See yourself as feeling better, okay? And that's the red. That's for those type illnesses or those types of feelings, emotional imbalances there. Your sacral chakra is the next one up. And it's dealing with the orange color right here. And it's right below the belly button and just above the pubic bone, as they put here. And it deals with your sexuality, your pleasure, and your creativity. So if you're having sacral chakra issues dealing with sexuality, you know, maybe there's a lack of it, maybe there's too much of it. You're always sexual minded, or there's a shortage of it, or even your pleasure and creativity. Work with your sacral chakra. Go to find you some sacral chakra healing music. Let it play and wear orange where it at least try to touch your belly button area below your, you know, just a top, just a regular top. You can really wear, like I said, you can wear shorts, whatever bottoms that you wear. Just try to do those colors, because here again, when you wear some clothing dealing with the colors and you have some of that frequency healing music, it will also be helpful to you, both, you know, doing both of those things at the same time. Plus, you can meditate on it and see yourself getting better. Just see yourself getting better. Many people tell you when you close your eyes, just see orange or whatever color you're dealing with. Just see that when your eyes are closed. So one of the best things is if you have one of those little, let's say you have a basketball is orange. Okay, if you close your eye, can you see that basketball in your lap? Many people can. So even if you don't have anything orange to wear, see yourself with a basketball in your lap, because it's going to be near your belly button and just above your pelvic area. Or, you know, you can see yourself with a bag of oranges in your hand. Okay, so all of these bring some health, some healing, some mental healing to you to make you better, because really a lot of problems start in the disturbances of your mind. Okay, so if you can just work towards that and make sure you try to play that sacral chakra music if you're dealing with sacral chakra issues, dealing with sexuality, pleasure, and creativity. Okay, now it says right here, issues with the chakra can be seen via problems associated with organs like, hold on, let me get back to it. Dealing with urinary tract infections, lower back pain, and impotency. Emotionally, this chakra is connected to your feelings of self-worth, and even more specifically, our self-worth around pleasure, sexuality, and creativity. That's deep. That's deep. So your self-worth, and I personally know, if you don't, that self-love and self-worth is so deep. A lot of us don't even realize that we put ourselves last on a lot of occasions and put others first. And it's okay to put others out there, but you got to put yourself first and feel worthy of things. You don't ever feel worthy. I might not feel, if I feel like I'm only worthy of, now if I want $1 hamburger, I'm gonna get $1 hamburger. I'll get a 25-cent hamburger if I want it. But what I'm saying is, you got to feel worthy of things. It doesn't mean you have to spend $1 million, but feel worthy. Maybe you don't need those $10 shoes that keep hurting your heels and you know your bunion gonna be as big as all outside. Maybe you need to go ahead and get the $40 or $50 one with the inserts because your feet is thinking, I know she's not going to put me in no more $9 shoes that hurt, that kill my arch. You have to know that you have some self-worth. It does not mean spend a lot of $1 million. It means treat yourself well. Treat yourself well. And don't let anyone take you off of treating yourself well, okay? All right. Now, the next one is the solar plexus. And I'm wearing my yellow today, and I'll show you me. I don't want to disturb this video, turn it around and probably knock it off the little pedestals. I don't want to do that. But the solar plexus is so deep. The solar plexus is right here above the abdomen in the stomach area. The color is yellow, and it deals with self-esteem and confidence. OMG. You know what I'm saying? Because, when I think about coming up in school, and kids sometimes they say different things. You might have an adult that says something to you that throws you off. When people say things and sometimes they judge you or whatever the case is, they don't know that it may hurt your feelings. I think that even things that would hurt my feelings, I hid it and I internalized it in so many ways, just to get through the day and just ignored it, But basically, when I ignored it, I kept it inside. And you eventually, all of that stuff will have to come out some kind of way. It'll come out in the form of a terrible illness later if you leave things bottled up. But most of us must get to good self-esteem and confidence. We don't need to look for that area from anybody outside of us. We must know all of these things within us, believe it or not. Now, it's amazing if someone, because I know some people with some amazing self-esteem, and it's like, she got a lot of self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? For some, but the bottom line is, I appreciate that because, number one, you must know who you are. You must know who you are. I heard someone say their son's girlfriend walked around the corner swinging her hair like she was in a commercial, and they was thinking, where does she think she's going? But at the same time, I love that because guess what? You can't take this chick off her high horse as far as mentally, and we need self-esteem to make it in this world, believe it or not. So what do they say about the yellow associated with the solar plexus chakra? And I would advise, and I'm doing a lot of yellow these days because I know that solar plexus heals. I'm sure it does the men as well, because this is not a female thing. This is a male and a female thing. But for right now, the woman absolutely needs some healing. We absolutely need so much healing. We may not know it, but we must make sure that our self-esteem, we must make sure that we don't have to look for somebody to say, girl, you look good. Now, it sounds good. It sounds good, but when you leave the house, if you think you look good, if you think you're feeling good, you have got to work to make sure no one can take you off of that mental. Because you know how we are. You say something about the hair, we looking in the mirror. Oh, they said something about the hair. We got to feel more confident about ourselves without waiting for someone to acknowledge and validate us in this area. So I would suggest that I know every sister for sure, because I know that's what I can speak on. But females, I do not care what you do for the rest of this month. You have got to spend some days in yellow. You have got to spend some days in yellow to actually be working to heal that solar plexus, our self-esteem, our confidence. Okay? I would never tell you that my confidence was low. I always thought I was a star. I never called myself a star, but I wasn't on the bottom of anything in my mind. But at the end of the day, somebody can say one thing and you back to feeling, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. All it takes is one little comment sometimes. Maybe not from everybody, but for one little comment. So I absolutely, really, the solar plexus is really why I'm doing this this video to start with, because the solar plexus is so deep, and I need, especially these sisters, come on sisters, we have got to wear some yellow. If you can pick 2 or 3 days to wear yellow out this month, and guess what? Once every week in December, the bottom line is make sure you wear yellow. Make sure you wear yellow. Make sure you wear yellow. And you see the stomach area, so that means a yellow top, yellow tights, put some yellow something. You can wear yellow under your clothes, however you want to do it. Make sure you wear yellow, and make sure you wear yellow and know in your mind that it is there to try to heal you in the self-esteem and confidence area. And you know what? What's so funny just came to me. Somebody may laugh at that. Somebody may like, what are you talking about? Well, I'm finna break a dime off on you. I know people that may wear a Rolex watch that may cost $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. Now, I may not see that goddamn watch. Okay, I'm finna get real funky. I know somebody who may wear boxer underwear that's $200 a pair. Nobody see that, do they? When they walking down the street, you don't know who got on the dollar ones and who got on the $200,000 ones, do you? But the bottom line, I bet you everything. The person wearing them $200,000 ones feeling like a goddamn $200,000 dude or woman that day. They feeling like they are on top, because it is mental. It is mental. Your self-esteem is mental. You can't see what anybody have on under their clothes, but if all this stuff is ripped, and I'm not, guess what? Everything get ripped in the washing machine if you wash it too much, so don't get me to line. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if I go out here and I got on a bra with 14 karat gold in it, and that's a $10,000 bra, and you can't see it, man, I bet you I'm a step like I got $10,000 on me. So what I'm trying to tell you is, it is mental. So when you wear this yellow, it does something to you mentally. You must know that it helps you with your self-esteem and confidence. And I have to pick the sisters out, because number one, on so many levels we are beaten down. Bunk being beaten down. You must know who you are. I'm not saying go out here and give everybody attitude. No, our job is not to give everybody attitude. Nobody need that crap on a daily basis. What we do need is to love ourselves and have good self-esteem and confidence. So when things come up, it don't mean a goddamn thing to us, because we know who we are. Now this, like I said, this is not gender related, but for right now, the time frame that we are in right now in this world, that solar plexus is key for us to get. And one way you could do it, like I said, make sure, I'm going to be honest with you, this is the 20th of goddamn November. By the 30th, I know I would have worn yellow. I don't care if I have to go get a yellow t-shirt. I don't care if I have to go get a yellow t-shirt, and from because I go to yard sale, I see a yellow t-shirt, I'm going to get it, wash it, clean it out, whatever the case is, and wear it. I don't care if I wear it to bed 5 nights in a row underneath something, whatever the case is, because the bottom line is self-esteem. And I believe I have good self-esteem. But like I said, all I got to do is come in there and tell you your wig crooked, and then you looking at me like I got 4 heads. The bottom line is we must have excellent self-esteem and confidence during this time, especially when we might not even be on any, we might be the ones that's always targeted for the bull crap. Okay, this says blockages in this third chakra, which is the solar plexus, experienced through that you have digestive issues like ulcers, heartburn, eating disorders, and indigestion. It's the chakra of our personal power. This means it relates to self-esteem, and self-confidence. So ladies, go and get you a yellow shirt. Wear it up under something. Wear it outside of something. Wear that shirt several times this month. I don't care if you sleep in it. Wear it several times next month. I don't care if you sleep in it. And make sure you're listening to the solar plexus. Go get you some solar plexus chakra healing music. All this stuff is on YouTube. Let it play and just listen to it. And you can also, there are things called mudras, M-U-D-R-A. If you can look up solar plexus chakra music and look up solar plexus chakra mudra, M-U-D-R-A. Mudras are things when you see people in yoga do their hands like that, and then they do their hands like this. This means something, okay? All of this stuff mean things. So look it up. Look it up to get some form of healing. I had to say that because this solar plexus is so deep right now for us. We need this. We need that. And that is the reason I'm doing this tonight, okay? For the most part. Okay, let's talk about this. Heart chakra. Most of us are so sweet. So the heart chakra kind of comes so easy for us. The heart chakra is green. Most of us think it's pink because we always see pink, and that may be something too. But in the chakra world, for the most part that I know of, it's been green, and you see it's all the way up here in the green area, and it deals with your love and your compassion, and it's the center of the chest, just above the heart. Okay. Now, what does it say about the chakra? They say when your heart chakra is blocked, it will manifest in physical ways such as your heart problems, asthma,